Hi everyone, we are starting special segments now and already finished special angles. So before we get started, let's just talk about what's the difference between an angle and a segment. Okay, so we just finished doing special angles that were central, but either way, the angle looks like this, and you have a vertex and you had your angle here, and we measured the angles, the arcs, and small arcs and big arcs. So now we're moving forward to actual segments, which if you remember, a segment has a beginning and an end. Okay, and we're actually going to be measuring the length or distance of the segment. So we're moving forward from angle measurements and degrees, and this was all measured in degrees, the angles and the arcs that we were doing. So the arcs are the circles. And we're moving on to distance, okay? So when we do our notes today, we're going to use 4 colors. Whatever colors you want to use, but stick to 4 if that helps you. And we're going to start with the first one for this video. This special segment that we have in our picture here is called a chord and a chord. If we remember our vocabulary, chords start and end on the circle. Okay, so we have 2 chords here, and the way it's split up is into parts. So this is my first chord, and this is my second chord. So for these lengths and distances and measurements, we're doing it by parts. So this part of the chord, okay, and I'm going to use that same letter, which is A, times the second part, which is B. So A times B equals the other parts of the second chord. So that would be C times D, which would be here. Okay. C times D. I used the wrong color. C times D. Okay. And so what this is one chord equals the other chord. Okay, and it's split into those 2 parts. So let's do an example. Again, I'm going to copy my formula here. I'm just going to put it over here. And then what kind of segments are these? These are 2 chords, so chord and chord. Okay, now let's do the parts of the chord. So I know I used A, B, and C, D, but that just means the different parts. So it doesn't matter which one you choose. This could be A and B, and this could be C and D. And like I said, whichever ones you want to choose. Either way, those 2 go together. So what is A on my segments? A is 16 times B, which is 6, the other part, equals the first part of the second chord, X, times the other part, 8. And then now we just do some math. Okay, so let's use our calculator. 16 times 6, 96. X times 8 is 8X. Okay, what do I do next? I want to solve for X, so I need to undo the multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. That cancels the 8. And then 96 divided by 8 is 12. And that is it. Okay, so X is 12. All right, so that is a chord and a chord in your circle. Watch the next video for the next example here.